All right, everyone, welcome back to the C Morning Show right here on C today. Again, we're absolutely thrilled because right now it is just magic. We've changed ourselves, and we're right now fashion on point from H to T. Love
head
it,
to
right?
toe, head to toe, baby. Now, yes, and our clothes are made by a local brand called Arkea, whose collections were showcased at the La Dress trade showroom in Paris. Did I pronounce that right?
That's right.
That is right. The brand was featured as creative talents from Southeast Asia campaign and in collaboration with the Indonesian Trade Ministry and Embassy.
And right now, joining us right here live in our studio is La Dress Paris Southeast Asia Development and Partnership Head Amal Sultan and Arkea co-founder, our dear friend Aina Nashira. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning to you both. Come on in, guys.
Using Arkea stripes are here. Love, welcome to our show.
Please come in.
Please
Happy to
be seated right
welcome
here in
to our living
room. Sofa that we love so much.
Yes.
And thank you for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Amal, of course, is coming from Paris, and also Aina. She was also in Paris for the Fashion Week itself. How has it been for the Paris Fashion Week for this year?
It's been a really, really great experience. It was our second time coming this year, so we went the first season during March, and then a second time around this past September. We got to meet like so many international buyers, so many like other brands from different countries as well. It was such a good exposure into the international market. Yeah.
Indeed. So it is such a great activation, also initiative. And right here, Amal, please do elaborate with us and to tell us more of the background story of La Dress Paris and all this program and about the collaboration with the Indonesian ministry.
Thank you very much for inviting me today, girls. So La Dress Paris is a French company that specializes in brand development for emerging brands from the Southeast Asian region.
Okay.
It's the only company that focuses on Southeast Asian region because fashion here is not very big in the European market, international market in general. So we wanted to become this door, this pathway, this bridge between the French industry and the Southeast Asian countries to introduce the fashion, to help the brands to grow internationally. And our partnership with the Indonesian Embassy goes back to almost 5 years. We've been working with them in Paris for all their fashion-related events. And now it's almost been 2 years that a year and a half that we started to work with the Indonesian Trade Ministry also. It took us a long time to convince them to start considering supporting the fashion industry. I mean, it's not easy.
Of course.
Especially with the institutions. And also it's important to convince them that there is export potential.
Yeah.
So we managed to convince them and start this new project of bringing Indonesian brands to Paris Fashion Week.
Wow, that's amazing. And Amal, there was 8 Indonesian fashion brands selected at the La Dress Trade Showroom Fashion Week of 2023. Aina, one of your brands, your brand being one of them. How do you feel being selected as one of the 8 chosen?
Obviously, we're very happy, and we were very honored because we were aware that throughout the process of the selection, of course, so many other incredible brands were also considered to be showcased in Paris. So we were very honored that we got to bring 2 brands actually to Paris. Yeah, so Arkea Stripes and Arkea Bloom. We wanted to make sure this was such a great opportunity, so we want to fulfill the expectations of those who would guide us along the way, like from Amal and La Dress, and even to the Indonesian Embassy and the Trade Ministry. So we just wanted to make sure that we were able to showcase our collections the best way possible.
So, sorry, you said Arkea Stripes and Bloom.
Arkea Bloom.
Is that the ones we have on now?
Yes, you are wearing Arkea Bloom and you are wearing Arkea Stripes.
Yes,
These are the pieces.
Definitely, Arkea is a dominant player right here in the fashion landscape in Indonesia, starting from accessories. Now you have Arkea Lacewear, Arkea Stripes, Arkea Bloom, Arkea Colors.
Yes.
And it's just, they're a big player right here in Indonesia, Amal. So how do you select the brands itself? Do you see it as, okay, because they already have a huge name and they're a dominant player in the industry itself, or how do you curate all the brands that participate in your program?
So actually our selection criteria is quite strict because what we look for in a brand is the most important thing is that the brand should have an international aesthetic.
Okay.
So it's speaking to an international audience because the objective is to develop them internationally. So if the aesthetic of the brand is speaking to a very regional market,
Yes.
then it cannot really become a global brand. So when we do the selection, we want to ensure that they are able to sell into different territories, like the US territory, European territory, Middle Eastern territory. And the target is always, if it's more than one territory that the brand can speak to, it's good. If it's just speaking to one territory, it's not really the best criteria for us. And so that's how we mainly choose. And we didn't know that Artkia was a big regional player in the local market. But we liked the appeal. We were introduced to all the different brands, sister brands of Artkia, and we specifically picked Bloom and Stripes because we knew that in the long run, Bloom has the potential to, be stocked in the European market because of its, resort kind of appeal, beachy appeal, and Stripes more towards the Middle Eastern market.
That's right. I could see people wearing Artkia Bloom in like Monaco or,
It's very me.
Sicily.
European summer.
Yes.
Now, in both your opinions, I know, Amal, you mentioned about being able to really touch the different markets globally. Now, in both of your opinions, are there any specific trends or styles that you think, after seeing the most recent Fashion Week, that could dominate the industry in, say, 2024? What kind of style would you say, based on your experience just then at Paris Fashion Week?
You want to go first?
So for us, if you ask me about the trends, I would, as a French person, I would say
yes, two perspectives.
we're more inclined towards seeing the new brands from the newer markets. So that's trending.
Right.
People are tired to see the European brands. It's a very saturated market.
Yeah.
So anything that's coming out from a different region becomes very exciting for people to discover. So ever since we started to represent Indonesian brands, it's like everybody started to take interest and see, okay, how are they different than ours, and like the embroideries and different concepts and different handmade materials. So it belongs to this region.
Yeah. Now, also, Aina, I just wanted to know, after this, because you've been with La Dress for now two seasons.
Yes,
how would it affect the brand itself towards its growth, and maybe listening to like your buyers and also customers from the other side of the pond? Because for sure you definitely know your customers here in Indonesia, but in regards to them, in the European countries or the Western countries, what will the growth be? Will it differentiate the color and also the vibe from Artkia Bloom, Artkia Stripes, and Artkia overall?
I think we were definitely able to learn a lot more how we would adjust our core brand identity to suit these different markets. Like Amal said, we have like different regional interests for Bloom and different regional interests for Stripes. So like meeting these buyers face to face, they were able to give us like direct feedback on like what they're looking for and like what would sell and perform well in their market. And we feel like we've been fortunately performing well within the local market. So when it comes to adjusting to these different places, it's just a matter of modifying our approach in terms of like design and like brand identity. And I think this experience has really given us an idea on how we want to move forward and like grow and our ambitions and visions into the future, especially in getting our foot in the door with international markets.
Definitely, because Paris is the mecca of the fashion industry.
After all,
it's the center of it. And one more to you, Amal. How do you see the evolution of fashion industry right here in Indonesia? We've went to Jakarta Fashion Week, whatnot. It's very different than what we see probably 10 years ago. How do you see not only Indonesia but the Southeast Asia fashion industry playing in the game for the international, playmat of fashion?
It's rising for sure, and rising in a good way because it's so unique. has its own history, culture, heritage. So all the brands that come from this region, they have a very strong storytelling.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what differentiates us,
That's
right?
what differentiates
Yes.
the Southeast Asian brands, and that's probably also the key to success for them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, before we wrap up, I know Paris Fashion Week has just ended, but is there anything exciting, any projects that you guys are working on already together that you could share with us?
Together.
Together, separately, or?
Well, Artkea we actually just had a show in Jakarta Fashion Week last night.
Right?
Right,
Yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you so
It was
much.
great, by the way. Love every piece.
Yeah, Artkea Stripes had a collaboration with another local Indonesian brand, IKYK. We're very excited that it's just launched, so it's everywhere out in stores. And we do have a few things coming up for the end of the year, so just stay tuned for that.
Okay. And what about you, Ladras Paris?
Yeah, we have actually we are constantly growing. We signed a partnership with the regional government of Jakarta, also in addition to the Ministry of Trade.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
So thank you very much. And last season we also had 3 brands that were part of the Jakarta government. And next season we hope to grow even stronger, and we're planning to open some new capacity building kind of projects with them. So quite excited.
Success to all the endeavors
exciting
and also
times.
programs.
Thank you so
Amal
much.
Sultan as the Ladras Paris Southeast Asia Development Partnership Head, and also Aina Nashira as the co-founder of Artkea. Thank you so much for being here with us.
so much for
It is a busy week right here in Jakarta, especially for Jakarta Fashion Week. But these 2 beautiful ladies just made it in time right here in our studio to share with us about the fashion industry play game and also playbook.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. And right now we're going for another short break, Karita.
Yes, we are.
And Messi will return with a recap from the world of sports. Don't go anywhere. Station right here on the Cine Morning Show, only on See Today.